Good afternoon. Welcome to the No Structure podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm going to be your host today. With me, I have BBM 6 finalist, ZeroFuhks. Zero, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Man, it's good to be back. I noticed you didn't say it last episode. You didn't say BBM finalist, which I'm like, oh, finally. But it's fun. But it's like, oh man, okay. Let's get let's get to the big board finals. How about we can just say big board finalists or winners next year?
Yeah, the winners part sounds really nice. Let's try to add that to the intro.
Yeah.
Real quick before we jump into today's show, just want to go ahead and give a word out to our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Fantasy Fitness. Are you guys ready to dominate your fantasy football leagues? If so, check out Fantasy Fitness. Whether you play best ball, redraft, or dynasty, it doesn't matter. Fantasy Fitness is here to help. They provide player and team insights, all the latest fantasy news, and you can also integrate your rosters if you play on Sleeper, FFPC, or Dynasty to track player notes on a per roster basis. Use the Trade Analyzer or the AI roster evaluation tool. And there's a whole lot more out there as well. So go ahead and check out Fantasy Fitness at www.fantasyfitness.io. With that out of the way, let's head over to Underdog. So for today's show, we're going to be doing big board drafts, kind of building on the momentum that we've been gaining here over the last couple weeks. Talk more about player pricing and changes with free agency. Another signing today, Christian Kirk goes to the San Francisco 49ers. I'll get us into the big board here. Any thoughts on Christian Kirk while we wait for this room to fill?
Well,
maybe things like that.
As someone who lives like kind of near the 49ers, every time that someone says San Francisco 49ers still, after they're literally nowhere near San Francisco, it's just like, yeah, all right.
Okay,
I get it because
that's fair.
I get it. No, I get it because you could say San Francisco Bay Area, but it's just like, man, like you have to drive so far now to go see them. So it is kind of funny, but I really hope Christian Kirk. I think he doesn't suck, but it's just like for fantasy, he's kind of like the Evan Ingram of. I mean, we could just keep it simple of Ricky Pearsall since he's on the same team. So I'm not really that moved by it. It's like a good it's kind of like when they had Kendrick Bourne, or it's just like, yeah, it's like it's better to have that than have no one. So like, would you rather have Christian Kirk on the Broncos if you have no Mims and Troy just to have something? I mean, I guess you would. $6 million, some Darnell Mooney ass shit right there. But
are you gonna make any clicks in the 20th round?
I already have a few, so
I know. Would you continue to make them with this news, or kind of mix them in as a low ownership piece, late stack with Purdy or something?
I mean, here's the thing. I actually seen him go more than like other late round clicks that I've been clicking or like I've been watching. So like, yeah, I would mix them in, like you said, on a Purdy thing, especially like, dude, like sometimes like, not like you would auto Purdy, but I've been like in a slow draft and I'm good about making my picks, but like I ended up with like a Stafford at pick 130. I'm like, shit, and now if like Kirk is there, I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like I'm gonna just add my little Kirk. Not like saying like that's like a main strategy, but like if you went for Purdy, you wanted Kittle, you get sniped on Kittle, right? Let's say you just took Purdy past ADP because you're like Kittle falls to 140, so he didn't fall, and now you're like, okay, like I have a little bailout, a bullshit stack. I mean, like if that stack hits, bro, like I'm ready to lose, bro. Like Purdy Kirk stack, let me just lose, bro. Let me lose. I think my girl will understand. Malik Willis killed me, and Christian Kirk killed me. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but man,
I hear you. We got Mike. Crazy, man. Got Mike Rob in here. Shout out Mike Rob 88.
Yeah, man, we're ready, right?
Being here.
We're ready to show out.
Gotta watch out for that electrical station reference. Not sure.
Well,
we're drafting from the 11 hole in this particular draft. So
everyone gets hurt on the 49ers, man. That's basically it.
Yeah. I'm with
Don't
you.
get shot. Don't go partying with Ricky and get shot. Don't get injured. It's like some Chiefs voodoo if you think about it. Like they're always like something. They're like something's off, man. I think it's the
Something's
water,
off.
man. Yeah, it's the water. There.
Is it?
All right, we're about to get a. What are we getting, man?
We are getting maybe JJ and a running back. No.
All right,
You're
well,
getting-
I don't know. I like Genty. I mean, I like Cook too, but
All right, you pick one. I pick one. You want Genty?
yeah. Well, I think if I pick Genty, I'll get the highest odds of me getting the player I like, anyways. That you're gonna pick because I know you're not gonna pick Omar. So
You're not.
that
Not.
kind of yeah. If you're not gonna pick, I mean, if you picked Omar, it would be like, oh my god. But then, how can I even avoid that? Because he's gonna fall back to it. So. Oh, yes! Fall on the Omar.
Please. Fall on the Omar sword for us.
I like that. Last night you rethought. You're like, okay, Omar's not as bad as I remember.
I'm
And
honestly HN over, or sorry, Barkley over HN. Do you want to
why
use
don't
your
we get a
override?
Kenneth Walker? Why don't we get it? Let's get a Kenneth Walker here, man. Let's get
Bro.
one.
Bro,
Oh.
no, I can use your override then. This is your.
Okay, override. Let's get a Kenneth Walker here, man.
Oh,
Okay, well, you didn't even. Okay, so I didn't even use my override.
you didn't use it. You didn't use it. You're right.
Man.
I don't have this combo, dude. I don't have this combo.
Most people don't because they're clicking, Omar and honestly, I think Fate, like I tried to get chaotic and Fate was like, how about we just,
Yeah.
how about we stay on the rails?
Jesus took the wheel. We'll play that song later for the audience.
Yeah. I think Mike Robb asked a good question.
All right, let's pull it up.
Pull it up. That's a good question, right? What would you answer?
All right, I'm going to read it because we have some radio listeners here. So at the 111, how often are you making the decision, or sorry, how often are you making that decision based off of the pick you want versus what you could get back at 212 or 202? Well, you answer it first. I kind of want to hear what you have to say.
I might be still answering by the time we're in the 5th round.
That's fine.
So,
go.
I mean, in general,
appreciates your
like,
monologues.
okay, well, in general, I would say to Mike, I would say you could, like me personally, you can do it however you want because there's no like right answer. I would say me personally, I'm literally making that decision based off the pick I want. But it's like, it's the pick that I want, but it's also like what I could get back, not only in the 2nd round, like 3rd, 4th, 5th. Like I'm kind of thinking like from round 20, like to the front. So I think I'm kind of like doing the whole thing, and I'm actually making the pick based on like who has the highest single game ceiling, like who could spike for like 30 plus, 40 plus. I mean, 50 plus. There's only been like HN, DJ Moore, Jamar, Kamara. Well, Kamara's not even. So I'm basically that I would do it in that order of like what I actually want on each team. Not really what I could get back specifically in the 2nd round, but it's like the whole draft, what I could get back. Because I know like some drafts, especially if you know some of the people in there, you can kind of bully them into leaving what you want by kind of like dangling some value to them. But it's like, dude, like I would rather just take players that have 30-point spikes. I don't really care if like, Jeremiah Love should be ahead of Saquon in some people's rankings. I mean, like that doesn't really matter to me. Like if I think Pickens has a higher ceiling in the single game, I'll just take him. I don't really care about, value or projection. I don't even care about season-long projection in terms of like if you're talking about drafters, I care a little bit more, but I still care about spike weeks, basically. Like it's all about like that's why when you said like, well, when we got Saquon, I was like, cool, like because Saquon, like if you watch him from last year, he looks roughly the same as always. So it's not like he couldn't spike, but that's why I'm trying to get more Walker because he could definitely have that like 30-point spike. even though I think he's the worst click, but it's like, okay, he can do that. Like James Cook could do that. Achane could still do that. Trey McBride, like that's what the problem with Trey McBride is not his. I don't care about his season. I don't care if he has 1,200 yards. Can he get that 30 plus, 40 plus like Bowers? And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the
I
problem.
like that. Yeah, I think for me it's probably pretty similar. I would probably just add that I'm looking for combos that I don't have too, you know, so I'm always like if I pick a player at 11 and I think a player is going to fall back, or it's just there's a number of players that's going to create a combo for me that I don't have, other than say a player that like Amarian, who I think should be lower, I'm going to do that. You know, a lot of it's based on, if I think this player is going to fall back to me. Every draft is different, honestly, for me in terms of how I approach that problem.
It's like a balance of, you don't want to just go for value in CLV. You literally want, like, you don't want to take a worse player. Yeah, I'm cool with. Yeah, I'm cool with T.
I like T here.
It's just hard to know because, like, every time, like, I've been good at getting CLV if I want it, but like, well, you know, I do day trading, so like, I know how the market is gonna work in general. But like, okay, you get a value. Okay, let's say it closes at a value, and then pre-draft or post-draft something happens, and you lose that CLV, and sometimes and more of that CLV, it turns into a bad pick. So just because you got like value doesn't mean like it's a good pick. Even if it's like a decent pick, doesn't mean it's a meaningful pick. So it's like, you know, you kind of get stuck, man.
All right, who do you like? I like Bucky at this price in the fourth.
Why'd you open the board? We're on the Bucky.
Yeah,
I kind of like Devonta, but why don't we get a Javonte share, bro? Like
over Bucky here,
bro. I have Bucky ranked like way lower, bro. Than I mean, I don't really care. It doesn't matter because, you know, it's Bucky, man.
It's Bucky, bro. He's got that.
He's got nothing. He doesn't.
Yes, he does. He doesn't have the season long. Dude, okay, he's not going to get you 35 in a game, but he can get you 25.
He depends. And so can C-Rod later. But anyways, I like. Well,
this is a perfect build to grab C-Rod later if you think about it. Get your 3 early running backs, and then we'll get our wide receivers. We'll stack on C-Rod in the 150s.
Bucky is just like, if the Bucks offense is scoring like 50, 60, 70, well, not 70, but, you know, a shit ton of touchdowns, and Bucky's going to pay off because he's just soaking it up. But he's not like a JT or a Saquon who could just overcome, like, so it's just a super fragile pick. I don't think his single game ceiling is actually that high. He's actually more of like a to me, if he stays healthy, he's just super consistent because he's going to be getting like, you know, whatever, like, I mean, he could handle a big workload some weeks. So, like, you know, if the game shoots out, he could still get there for sure. Like, I mean, he probably could get 30 points. But I don't think, like, for me, it's like the Bucks have to score probably like 40 points for him to get 30. But, like, you know, like a player like JT, well, obviously JT's the first rounder now. But, you know, but think about it. JT, like, I could see Breece Hall get there maybe even just by himself or like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know how many players could do that, so maybe it's unfair to say to Bucky, but, you know, but that's why, like, why is he ahead of Swift? Like, okay, like, I mean,
that's fair.
I'm a Bucky guy. That's why it hurts me. It hurts me, man. It hurts me. But it's like, I'm a Christian Watson guy, but when he's going around players that I like more as players, like, consistency and his spike is crazy, but I'm just, you know, I have to, like, I'm just like, man, like, Christian, man, can you just be like in this, bro? If you were in the 70s, you're kind of like at your fair price, where I would be like I'd be like 8% because you're a spiker. That's just me, man. I don't know how you feel about that, but there's certain players that are just like, man, like a little bit cheaper, I'll be so in, bro. But
yeah,
what do you think about? Right there with you. What do you think about that? Like, Lamar, Caleb, Judkins. What do you think about that sequence as a football fan or as a whatever ball knower? That sequence is
think it's crazy that Caleb is going in the 50s, and he's the meme. No, we don't have three quarterbacks, so we can't use the meme example. But he's certainly the one that's out of place in this, in these first four. That's for sure. But at least this room was wise enough to take Judkins and Henderson in front of Tootin, so I'll give them credit for that.
That's crazy, bro. I'm moving Mike up the rankings because he's competing with plumbers and janitors now at this point. It's like, bro, Big Mike going from Amika and Godwin and still having like a good target share, going to fucking Ricky Pearsall and Christian Kirk. We are so back. We've never been more back, in fact. Like, wow. I don't know what to say, actually. Man, this is like a DJ Moore ass team. I'm actually like, bro, like this is what I'm thinking. Like DJ Moore is just a way better click than Watson. Like, is it not? Like,
I think it's pretty reasonable. I'd be good with DJ here. No
if Watson comes back, he comes back, man. I'm just like trying to understand. I get that Watson's a spiker. I'm a Packers fan. Like, Watson's a spiker. He's going to be playing probably even more slightly than last year. But I'm just trying to figure out in what world does DJ Moore not, like, is DJ Moore not a spiker? He's, like, literally okay, well, anyway.
Watson back here for the division. Or, well, it's not division anymore.
Oh, I was like, wait. I don't know. We set up a little craft stack. Like, I like doing, like, the Watson just as a placeholder to get my craft, my love. Because if you don't take, like, Kraft or Watson and you take Love, which is a fine price, or good price even, but then you can get sniped on Reed because Reed's kind of rising a little bit. Like, Golden doesn't always come back, and then what are you going to do, Wicks? And it's like, yeah. It's a placeholder.
Good old Wicks.
I also forgot that we have T, but we don't really need Burrow on every T team.
No.
But I mean, there's what did the Burrow? Wait, the Burrow. Can you scroll up? The Chase team. Show me the Chase team on the board. Show me what the Chase has. No, just open let's see what the Chase team. Okay, so there's I'm not saying like it's a high chance, but like because the Chase Brown team doesn't have a quarterback, so he might take Burrow if he came all the way back. But there's like a I don't want to say it's likely, but there's a non-zero chance like Burrow could come back if he doesn't want to do like, because he seems like he's drafting actually smart. Well, like the players he's taking, so like there's a chance that he's not. If he's smart, he's not going to take Burrow here. He would take
that would be super dumb, because if he's reading the board, it's like, okay, quarterback. Like, I can get him at 75.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's just good reading the board.
Though, also if you're reading the board and your neighbor just took Caleb at 50, how reasonable is he? Okay, he pulled him up for the stack, but like, how reasonable is a player that's willing to just forego tiers? Would he just be like, oh shit, Burrow, okay, I'll take Burrow. I'll draft Gesicki. Well, he probably doesn't even know Gesicki. He probably is just like, oh, I'll draft Burton.
I think
he probably doesn't even know Burton actually.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Burrow comes off at 74 right before this guy.
But I wouldn't be shocked if he passes the Josh Allen Jamar team, that he could make it. If I'm the Chase Brown team, I'm gonna be a hero, and I'm gonna fall back. Like, I'm gonna fall on the lit grenade and not let us get that value. You gotta be a hero. You have Chase Brown. Let's see if he's smart. Okay, he's smart. He punished us.
He did, for taking a falling Christian Watson on a few.
Well, I have the same team, but with Christian Watson in the previous pick and DJ Moore in the 90s, so balances out. Maybe we get Hurts back with Sake.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But over May, just straight up over May. I don't know. Over May for me. I can't click him. I can't click Saquon over May actually.
Hurts over May.
All right. I mean, sorry, I don't know why I said Saquon, but you know what I mean. I can't. Fuck.
I guess I go back and forth. If you look at our streams, there's times we're picking May first. There's times we're picking Hurts first. So I go back and forth.
If I had one draft to save my whatever or do something. All right. I'm Addison.
You want to try to do the Jacoby Trevor thing here?
No. I want to do the Addison thing.
Okay.
Well, why would we do Jacoby that falls to like pick 100? And why would we do Tila? Yeah. Let's just do Addison.
That's fair.
Unless you have a problem with Addison, but.
You know I don't have a problem with Addison.
But then we could set up a Baker stack with Godwin. But honestly, like, I'm cool because we never push quarterback, so why don't we just see what happens this round, right? Like, let's not secure a quarterback and let's see what comes back, because we usually secure at least one by here. What if we just have like Godwin here and then we have no quarterback?
Yeah. All right, do you like Pittman?
No, Godwin. Let's grab Godwin, bro. Let's just, bro. We have Bucky. Why would we not grab Godwin?
Oh yeah.
Well, unless you have wait. You prefer someone else? Because Ricky right now is just falling, so that's like.
No, it was between. Yeah, with the Bucky, it makes too much sense not to go Godwin, so we get Godwin. I just was throwing out other names we like, Myers and Pittman, but for this build in particular, Godwin is the pick.
Well, those players are falling though. That's the problem. So yeah, I mean, I think there's like a non-zero chance we get like Pittman back if you really want Pittman. I just noticed like Godwin was literally like I've seen Godwin go as early as pick 81. Like I don't mean like a one-off. I mean like consistently ish. Where I'll be like, maybe at 2 out of 10 drafts, he's literally going at pick 81. And then a lot of times he's going at like 88 now. So it's sharp. I'm not saying you chase him up and go 50% if he goes to the 60s, but I think at pick 88 and stuff, it's just, or 86, it's just like, yeah, like it's just a great bet, man. It's a great bet. I don't think a lot has to go right for the bet. I don't think a lot has to go right for the bet to matter in a season, let alone a single game where even when he was still gimpy last year, he literally spiked pretty decently on a team that was really actually like struggling on offense at the end. And Amika was literally the wide receiver 4 at that. But I'm not hating on Amika, but I'm just saying it was a strange year.
Yeah, they gave him a solid contract too the year before last after he, dislocated his ankle. Like that was a pretty massive contract for, player of his age.
Yeah, and they didn't even if you think about it, they prioritized him over Evans. Right? I know he's younger, but I guess that was like the original. Maybe we could have seen it coming because people were like, oh bro, it doesn't matter that they drafted Amika, it just means that's like their eventual succession plan. I'm like, I don't know, man. You paid Godwin right after an injury. Like he was not even he was still recovering, and you paid him
3 years, 66 million was the contract.
How much?
3 years, 66 million.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for both because it's almost like they got like a little Steph Curry ankle discount. Because that's super cheap for Godwin. Like if he returns to anything similar to that, that's like Romeo Dobbs money.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a little bit more, but I think Dobbs could have got more actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Real quick, for those that are just tuning in, you're listening to the No Structure podcast presented by Fantasy Fitness. This is just afternoon big board drafting with ZeroFuhks, BBM 6 finalist. Doing a couple big boards today. Appreciate you guys being here. We're building the channel all summer long. We'll be drafting multiple times a week. Right now we're doing pre-draft, big board, and little board. We'll be doing BBM and those time box tournaments as they get released, but join us for the ride. It's going to be fun. Coming up on picks 107 and 110 here in the 9th and 10th round. I'll recap the team after this.
Okay. Is there
I think Jordan Love is on the menu here for me.
I'm trying to get more Kyler, man. I don't have enough Kyler.
We could
I mean, I don't even Yeah, we could just do Kyler and Baker because. I mean, good. Fair. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think
we could do Kyler and Baker because we have the double.
I would do Kyler first because I think we're both underweight Kyler. Let's just be honest. Like
We are.
I'm underweight Kyler. Okay, this is like the first time we had like a 0.350. That's pretty. This is like my standard build last year. That's the funny part. This was like my standard, kind of like most frequent. At least like a lot of times if I didn't go elite, this would be like pretty sick, man. And we go late tight end. We get the quarterbacks back, double stack with Baker, and we could add McMillan, and we could add Otten.
On would be fun.
Price over Dobbs, over Dobbs. Crazy. Unless you prefer Love single, I mean we could double him. I just like Baker, man. Just like
I'm fine.
Hard to go wrong.
I'm fine with Baker, and I like the idea of getting Otten late. So that creates a triple. Thinking ahead a little bit.
No, and also, and like I like Hawk. I like taking Hawk even just normally. So like, okay, like we have Addison, we have divisional correlation. Anyways, we can still benefit from Love being good, especially in that one game against the Vikings or the 2 games against the Vikings. Not like that's the only reason, but I'm just saying like it's a spiker profile. Addison's a spiker. Watson's a spiker, and now we just literally they play each other twice a year. Now I'm confident who the quarterback is. At least, is there bench risk with Kyler if he's complete ass midget like he was with the Cardinals? I just obviously there's a bench risk, but like if you get benched when you're throwing to JJ, Addison, Hawk, a washed up Jones, but still, and Mason and Ty Felton, who's literally like nothing. Like Ty Felton's actually not bad. So like if you get benched with that, then this team was never gonna win, bro. Like come on, bro, you got benched. Come on, bro. That's my opinion.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, for me, I was listening to a lot of like Ship Chasing, Spike Week, Little Chess Liam, Little Davis Maddock, kind of just a mix of all those best ball bros, kind of taking in some of their thoughts and just, the way that their channels and shows ran. So those would be the names that come to mind for me. I don't know about you. I know you kind of have your own flavor and style, Zero, but you also listen to pods now and then. I know you don't overconsume them, but
yeah, I guess like nothing made me want to do anything. It was just more like I didn't even want to do this, but I
dragged him into it. Yeah, let's be honest now. I dragged him into it.
No, it's just like I guess like it's not that I was against it, but it was like me and Matt were drafting just off no streaming. We were just drafting together like in a whatever, like a Google call. Or what do you call it? Like
last summer, me and Zero started doing Google Meets, and we were kind of doing a podcast off air in a way. We were kind of working on it unknowingly to some extent.
Yeah. No, and then Matt was like, I think I'm gonna stream some of them if you're cool with it. And I was like, bro, like as long as it doesn't take away from our drafting, like I don't care. Like basically, like it's not like I don't want to stream, but it's not like this was my goal was not to stream, but if I have time, I'm down to stream because like I think we draft well together, and it's kind of like interesting. I think it is interesting because I feel like a lot of streams. I think Matt said it perfectly off stream to me. He's like, this is like kind of the style that I want on the market, and like I do agree because like a lot of stuff like I can't consume it because it's too unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like that's why I like like Steve, Fanspeak Network, like that's kind of at least like a more reasonable football assessment instead of like, oh, let's grab Pacheco, bro, but with no, you know what I mean? Just this random like, oh, Keaton Missile and all this like, but there's no like why. Tell me why. Don't tell me he's fast. Don't tell me Demont roll. Don't tell me, kind of like give me an actual assessment. And I think that's what's.
Yeah, I think for me and Zero, like we want to be right, and so we want to talk through the logic. What do you like here? I like
McMillan. I like getting McMillan because we don't have.
I like
enough.
McMillan. He's fine here. Do you like him over Higgins though? Or do you want to try to get him
Yeah. I like him over Higgins, but it's not that I like him over Higgins. We can't have Higgins on 30% of our teams, which I do, and I know you have a lot too. So let's. And you know who we don't have on 30% of our teams? Who's not coming back? Rodriguez, our boy. Let's get our boy. Bro, I'm not taking him over Mike Washington. I mean, I'm not taking Mike Washington over him. Let's get our boy C-Rod before it's too late.
Okay, I thought we might wait one more round, but I'm cool. I don't see anything that I have to have here. I'm not going to fight you.
I have to.
I'm not going to take an override here.
Well, we have to have 2 things at the next turn. We can't have 3 things at the next turn. And C-Rod's not coming back 2 turns later. So, and also, like, dude, like, we have so much Higgins, bro. You want me to check my exposure? I have, like, 900% Higgins.
Yeah, I just don't want to, like, we may be getting out ahead. I don't know exactly what his price is going to be. So, sometimes I don't want to be the guy that's, like, always the one that's driving up the new price. In some ways, I kind of want to, maybe in the next draft, we just see if we can get him at value, right? We don't have to get him on every single team. You know, we did that a little bit last year with Damian, and I'm happy.
That's different.
90% of my chips in, but I want, like, remember the rule we kind of said, like, 9, we don't want to do 100. We want that, like,
that's
9.
Different.
10. It's a little different, but it's, we can use that same analogy in this context too.
You really compared C-Rod, who got paid Algier money and got reunited with his coach.
Not the player. It's not the player. It's the concept. It's the idea of being like, we have to get him on every team in order to get our exposure up. It's like, I'm as hyped up as you are about Chris Rodriguez, but I also want to try to, you know, snipe him at price, you know, different prices too. Like, what if we could have got Higgins and C-Rod? Then it's like, well, then I would have.
But that's the same thing. I don't want 30% Higgins. I want 16,
so
20.
You're basically saying Jerry Jeudy, but Jerry Jeudy might not be there, or
no, but that's why we mixed up. That's okay. Well,
I'm just saying, it feels like there could be a bit of a tier break after.
Okay, but we literally I'm saying okay.
Well, let's just see how it plays out. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
I want to explain myself so you don't think this is not the Damian bet. The Damian bet was literally the starter is hurt. He's not going to play the whole year, most likely. We don't know that for sure. And the guy in front of him sucks. But it turned out that he also sucked, I guess. Oh, there's a little echo, I think.
What if Rodriguez isn't that good?
But he got the team investment that Damian didn't. Damian was literally like almost practice squad level. So if you want to say that the concept of us taking him on every team is bad, oh shit, there's still an echo. Testing.
Testing.
I think it's good. So the C-Rod bet is just but if also like, dude, I have 30% Higgins. So isn't that the same thing as getting? You're muted now, actually, but
still just want to be a value shopper too. I don't want to always be the guy. Yesterday we got him in the 150s. No. Now we're taking him in the 130s. Tomorrow we're going to take him in the 110s. Next week we're going to take him in the 90s.
We're not. No,
I'm joking with you a little bit.
Bro, yeah, we're gonna take him over 2. We're gonna take him over 2 eventually, bro.
We're gonna have him in the sixth round, 5th round over QJ or Judkins. I say QJ. I mean Judkins.
I was like, man, okay, well, that's fair.
No, there's plenty of. I mean, it's pretty flat here. Like, let's be honest, it is pretty flat here. So I don't think it's that.
No, but we're just mixing up our exposures because, dude, we have way too much Higgins. Even if I agree, let's just get Aaron Jones on a fucking Kyler team, bro. Fuck it. We could. Unless Jerry Jeudy? No, actually, man, Aaron Jones kind of sick, right? On a Kyler team? It's kind of like a player we don't click a lot.
Yeah, I would like to get Jones I don't know. And then take, maybe we get Hunter or
maybe we should just take Joe. Okay. Yeah, now we're kind of like locked in. No, because Hawk's coming up. So we have like Hawk in the back pocket that he should come back to the next pick, right? Because we're picking at like 170 something.
Oh, Jones goes.
Yeah. All right, let's just get our boy Jeudy then. Right? Okay. Unless you.
I was gonna maybe say like Isaiah Likely. I don't know how we don't have any Likely. I feel like we gotta get those shares up too.
Yeah, I think I'm still Henry over Likely, but I'm okay getting my exposure.
We have a little Philly here. I don't know. It's not a ton, but
yeah. Why don't we get Hunter Henry? We never click him unless you prefer a corner.
Oh, Likely went. I mean,
let's just grab Hunter Henry, bro. Bro, we don't need an 8th receiver here.
That's fair.
Oh, override me. You want a corner? Oh.
I'm not gonna override you here. We need tight end, and I think he's priced appropriately.
Okay, next turn I think we get Hawk. I don't like that'll be what pick one, almost 180, 170 something. We should get Hawk.
I think we'll get Hawk back, yeah. And just to put a bow on Mike's question, I think too, going back to why we're doing this pod. I mean, we draft the same way off air pretty much as we do on air, maybe a few less cuss words and a little bit more time in between us talking, just so the audience can hear arguments. But I think in general, like, we have to defend our takes. We want to build good structure, at the end, right? It's also a no structure podcast, so we don't live and die by that. But I think the main idea is, like, we have to defend our arguments. We want to understand why we're picking who we're picking where, and instead of just glazing players and crap like that.
Bro, but did you see Chris Rodriguez hurdle someone, not get hurt, not get whatever hit? He made the other guy pay. He was the one getting hurt, Like, come on, man.
I love me some Chris. I love me, and I want to get him on 90%, 90-10.
But we can't get him on every team. So the reason why he's a value pick still is because this is literally the same price you paid for Tank last year, who was facing ETN and Tootin. He had more competition than Chris Rodriguez just has Tootin and LeQuint. LeQuint is literally like, he has his role that he's good at. This is not a shot at LeQuint, but he's not going to consolidate. We took LeQuint on a couple teams. Could he do the Justice Hill bullshit where the little receiving, well, he's not a little, but the receiving back kind of has like multiple touchdowns, like the Tajay Spears? Yeah, but like, I don't think taking C-Rod at 130s is a bad value. It's literally just, if you're taking,
I'm not saying it's a bad value. I'm not saying it's a bad value. I actually think he's, like you said, he's still underpriced to an extent. I just also want to take advantage of the market. I want to see how awake the market is. I want to use this as an experiment to some extent to be like, wow, what does the rest of the room think? And can we still get him in the 150? Can we get him in the 160s? Where is he being pushed to? Sometimes I like to play chicken with the room sometimes. That's all.
I get you. No, but I gave you, like, I like doing that too. But if we like 2 picks at the next turn, we got fucked over with the Judy, to be honest, because it should have been Judy and like Hunter Henry or something. But I guess we can push him next time, because
I just want to. It's more. It's a game, right? And so, like, I want to play all aspects of the game. That's all.
I don't want to get too carried away. It's like, I just remember last year where you're like, let's get some Pickens. I don't have enough. And I'm like, man, like, I have 40% Pickens at this cheap cost. I'm like, who cares? Like, no, but honestly, who cares? Like, it's not that we ever took Pickens, but we took him less overall, right? And it's like, why? Like, he's sick, man.
Yeah. All right. Hawk here. Damn it.
All right. Well, I'm cool with Schultz, man. Like, grab a little Schultz.
Is good. And we have Chig here too.
Well, actually, no. Let's take Trey Harris, because he's not gonna take a 410 in. So let's just be smart with the.
Fair.
Well, actually, for our portfolios, we probably just should take Chig straight up, just over Schultz, and then grab like a Pat Fry and a Gesicki. Actually, yeah, for the portfolio, why don't we do that? That's like a not divisional correlation, but like
there is a little divisional. We have Saquon here.
No, but I mean, we're taking him for our portfolio, like. We have more Schultz than. Well, I'm assuming you think that's the same tier. I mean, I would actually say, like, yeah, it's the same tier, but I still think Schultz is better. I think Schultz is better, but like, does that mean that Chig can't score 20 points? That guy is like the ultimate. He's like literally like the Ricky Pearsall of Juwan Johnson's. He only performs well like the last 3 weeks. Like every year, he'll have like 200 yards, and then the last 3 weeks happen, and he has like 500 yards. I'm like, where was this the whole year? You could have been like fucking like Kelsey, bro. Like what? How do you have 500 yards, but you had 200? But I don't know, man. It's just crazy that we're getting Chig at 182.
Cade would be on the menu for the next pick for me.
Oh, he's always on the menu, man.
And he makes too much sense on this build. Back to the running backs. We need to look at a running back pick here.
This was. I mean, we could literally be done at this, Okay, so this was more of like a diversified portfolio team without like, I wouldn't really like, if you want to say like Higgins is better than McMillan, I would argue that it is.
I know you wouldn't argue with that. I know you wouldn't argue with that.
No, but I'm just saying it's not like he's better, but the offensive, like, how much better is he? And what is the offensive environment for the Texans versus the Bucks? And I think like you have to make your tiers that way. You can't just be like, who's the best player? Because sometimes the best player is stuck in the practice squad. Like he doesn't get a chance. So like
Right. 100%.
McMillan was getting a chance. He literally came back from a serious injury and just like, okay, over Amika, fuck it, ball out. And he bought, bro. He had his career high when he came back in a 1-game sample. So I'm like, okay, no Evans. He actually I kind of like him with no Evans because I feel like can he do what Evans does? Like obviously no one could do what Evans does, but he can fill that role in the team and open up for Godwin and Amika to kind of be like the, a little bit.
Right, and he can spike.
Closer.
That's the one thing he can do. He has done, and he's already showed us he can do that, is spike. So we like our spikers.
Yeah, and if he can get 100+ yards in a game, like, Jaden Higgins could never, right? So.
Yeah, Jaden Higgins can never get 100 yards in a game. And 2 touchdowns. Mossing fools.
I mean, he probably could, but you gotta pay it before you see it, I guess. But with McMillan, we've already seen it, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We do have so much Higgins, and we don't have enough McMillan, and it is about managing your portfolio along with your builds. So.
Yeah, because you just told me you want him out 9 out of 10 teams. So okay, like we take Higgins like 9 out of 10 times, then we take McMillan. On a Baker team, it's kind of sick, bro. It's kind of sick. Yeah, we'd take Kate Otten here for sure. For sure. Unless you want Naylor. But like 9th, fuck.
No.
I mean, it's correlated, bro, with Genty, man.
I would like to take Cade here, assuming he makes it back, and then.
Well, we don't have to because he has 3 tight ends, so we could take whatever we want. Like, I mean, who do you want over Cade?
I mean, we need running back more than we need anything else at this point. Do we want?
Are we done at receiver? That's the question. Because we could be done at 5 running backs. Okay, I'm not taking Najee here, bro. Why don't we just take? I would rather take like. Okay, let's just take Kate on then if we're gonna take Najee.
What about Kate Allen? Any interest in the rookie?
Sure. Okay, I guess we could. Yeah, let's take Kate. Fuck it. I just don't think we need Najee. I'm not anti-Najee. I just have 30% Najee. I think you have a decent amount. Or it's just like no, but like kind of Chris Rodriguez is almost like it's like a Najee with insurance. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of the Najee. I'm not some of those people that are like, oh, rookie means upside, but I'm like, I don't know what upside Najee actually has until I know where he's at.
And I don't know that we're going to know that as part of this tournament. I don't think we're necessarily going to get that information. So,
yeah. So how much Najee do you have? Like we threw a bunch of bullets at it, a bunch of darts because okay, like who can consolidate in the 150 plus? If the running back in front of him or beside him gets hurt, okay, Najee can consolidate. Obviously, Charbonnet when he's healthy can consolidate. Who else can consolidate? Like that we know for sure. Okay, like rookie black box aside, Adam Randall, bro. Adam Randall could.
Yeah, I'm thinking here.
I mean, he probably could, but
Ollie Gordon.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. Damn, you got me. That's fair. Actually, we should take him now that you fucking crushed me, man. Not crushed me, but you made me open my 4th, 5th eye. What's our tight ends looking like? I forgot what we got. This could be a 4 tight end team if like Pat Fry comes back, because this is like when you want to say like 4 tight end team, like this is a 4 tight end ass team because like I'm not even confident in anything.
I don't know if it's even necessary, but yes, if you're gonna build a 4 tight end ass team, this would be the team to do it. I agree.
Well, let's look at our receivers. Okay, DJ Watson, Addison Godwin, and Judy. So that's 6 guys and 2 wide receiver sets, and honestly, possibly another one with McMillan, and possibly another one with Harris, but probably not. But like McMillan is like not even fully dead to be in 2 wide receiver sets, so it's like,
it feels a hair light at running back for me. I don't know.
We went 3 in the first 3 rounds.
I know, and I'm just saying, and then Rodriguez, but then it's just like Katron could be a total 0. You get 1 injury, and then you get some dud weeks or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no. I mean, if we want to build, this is fragile, right? In my mind, this is not super fragile, but it's slightly fragile.
Just keep thinking. This is not about. We're not building to get to the playoffs. It's 3 out of 12. We can get to the playoffs. Sleepwalking. I don't know why I said moonwalking, but we can get to the playoffs. In the
playoffs, moonwalking. Yes.
Bro,
that's one hell of a way to get to the playoffs. Like that's how we need to arrive at the playoffs.
I'm back. We're so back, bro. We are back. What I've been doing lately is, bro, I'll take LeQuint on a C-Rod team and just say Tootin's ass. Like, I know it's not like, but it's so cheap. I'm just like, yeah, I'll mix it in. I'm not saying we do that here, but.
Yeah, I mean, I know, obviously we need one more wide receiver. It's a question of, do we take the tight end or do we take the running back?
We don't need another receiver. Like, our roster has been done after Ollie Gordon. It's like already been done. It's like, look at the receivers, bro. We need another receiver? In what world? It's the players that we got. It's not the number. Look at the players.
So you want to go? So we're done at wide receiver, and then you want to go running back.
We have a luxury pick. We can pick whatever we want. That's the point.
Well, we should go go Pat. What do you think? We should go Pat first?
No. Let's go let's take Ollie Gordon. We don't need Pat. We need a running back more than tight end. Tight end, we could be done. I'm just saying we don't even need receiver.
Oh, well, when I said it was light, I was saying that assuming we didn't have Ollie. Now we're all on the same page.
Okay, well, why don't we just?
What do you want to do with this last pick?
Why don't we just take the best player on the board, Pat Freiermuth? Unless you want to argue that Gesicki's better than Pat. No, I mean, dude, like we have a luxury pick. I don't want to take the same knuckleheads unless you want to take Ty Felton. But that's like, bro, like taking Ty Felton over Pat Freiermuth. It's just like, all right, bro, get in my flex spot. At some point, just get in my flex spot. Like we talked about this. Like if we start like Pitts or Kraft and then Chig, Cade, and Pat Fryer, you're like, maybe. But then I'm light at receiver because I didn't take like a receiver. But we took receiver, like DJ Moore, Watson. I'm just saying like. Okay, DJ Moore's the one.
This would have been this is the ideal. I don't know why I thought we were going to end up with a different structure, but this is exactly what I was actually hoping to get to.
Bro, when you said earlier that we have a certain structure in mind, it's called no structure for a reason because I was getting you out of that mindset of structure doesn't matter because unless you literally cannot fill a roster, the structure doesn't matter. Okay, like yeah, if you only have one running back and you need two, that's not good structure because you're not actually like optimizing your chances of winning. But what's the difference between taking Noel or Tess Johnson and Pat Freiermuth besides the fact that Pat Freiermuth is literally gonna probably have more yards than both of them and more touchdowns combined, right? So I'm just saying like at that point, it is like stupid to take a structural pick over just a player that can actually contribute points to your team, especially when you go late, when you go like Hunter Henry, Chig, Cade, that would be a perfect team to go a fourth. Just because what we're strong everywhere else.
Right. It feels like we're arguing, and maybe we're not. I agree with you.
We're not arguing. What's there to argue about?
We built a banger. For those in the audience that are wondering if this is a banger, this is a banger. We're gonna go ahead and review it right now.
Hawk coming back would have been the ultimate. It would have been like the ultimate chef's kiss on the team. But yeah,
sometimes that happens right before your pick, but it's how you adjust.
Yeah.
All right, Kyler Murray stacked up, single stack with Addison, and then we have Baker quad stacked with Bucky, Godwin, McMillan, and Cade Otton.
Hell yeah.
Running backs, Genty, Barkley, Bucky, C-Rod, Katron Allen, the rookie from Penn State, and Ollie Gordon. Wide receivers, DJ Moore, Watson, Addison, Godwin, Jalen McMillan, Jerry Jeudy, and Trey Harris. And then 4 tight ends on this build. We went late. Hunter Henry, Chig, Cade Otton, and Pat Freiermuth for the win.
I think I can maybe explain why it feels like you thought wide receiver or we wanted another receiver, but if you scroll up, because it's like we're so used, like I had like 22% DJ Moore in the 90s, sometimes 100s, so you're kind of thinking of him as a more like boomer bust, fragile, because on the Bears he wasn't guaranteed to be the one anymore. But now we have to change our the way we look at DJ Moore on a roster. He's the one on at least above, even if they regress, they're above average with Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
In a division that's ascending, if you think about it, because like first of all, I mean ascending in the sense that Gino's probably going to elevate the Jets slightly over last year, and then like the Dolphins can't be worse, and then the Patriots are still there, so it's just like it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk where they're just like the best team and the only team, right? They were almost like the Patriots, and the Patriots turned into the Jets or the Bills for a few years. So I think it's just getting the one on the Bills. It's different than getting the 2 or 3 on the Bears, but really realistically 4 or 5 because Swift and Loveland are going to get more, and then Komet's going to vulture, and then so it's just like a different. I look at that room differently than
that's solid.
Now
I like that take. I like it. And we are now in the new room. We're waiting for 9 people to show up. If you guys want to draft against us, now's your chance.
I don't recommend it. Let's just be honest.
We don't recommend it, but if you want to do it, you want to get some practice, now's your chance. Get into the room. This is the big board. $10, 200,000 a first. You have to be a sicko to be in here right now, so you probably know the advancement structure and the prize payouts. But for those newbies that may be stumbling into the room, what are these 2 dudes doing in here? And you're just curious. Well, we're doing the big board draft on Underdog. This is the main event for 2026 pre-draft. Best ball. It's a $10 buy-in. There's 223,000 entrants in here. 68.3% filled. And here's the payout structure: 200,000 a first, 100,000 a second, 65,000 a third. Enter at your own risk.
Yeah, actually, when you bring up the fill rate, I'm like, bro, we need more C-Rod, because I'm looking at it like we take like Ollie Gordon, that pick, whatever. Like you're okay pulling him up to 200 if you want him, right? Like I mean, what are you taking? Like 210, 220?
Yeah.
Right. Like yeah. So then that's complete wish casting and hopefulness that the team even looks at him the same way that a team looks at C-Rod. Like if we knew that the Dolphins looked at him the same way that the Jags looked at C-Rod, wouldn't we just be pulling up? Wouldn't we take Ollie Gordon where C-Rod goes? So it's like, but this is what I want to tell you, because a lot of people.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of I'll finish by saying that people think like ADP, you're ranking like how many points each player scores. ADP is just a confidence like it's a confidence ranking, because it's how the market is like feeling confident about a player. It's not like just because Caleb Johnson was going in the 70s and the market was overconfident that he was going to be in that role doesn't mean that it leads to fantasy scoring, right? So like, I just think like we just gotta get out of that mindset of like, it's like, bro, it's just a confidence. It doesn't, like, I feel more confident in C-Rod than Woody Marks. Yeah, so I'm gonna take him at that spot where I feel confident. It doesn't mean that Woody Marks scores less points than C-Rod or more points. It's just that I don't feel as confident in his ability to actually score more than C-Rod, because he's competing against Monty in a slightly worse offense, at least, right? Even if they go up a little bit. And that's why I'm trying to get you to think it's not about.
No, I agree with that.
Confidence, man.
No, I agree with that, and I feel the exact same way. I guess my only counter to that point is that it's a confidence ranking. We're confident, but we also want to take advantage of the market dynamics, and I'm not convinced that the market needs to take him there. And if there's other value on, that other people in our rooms are going to take him in the 130s, and we can still get him in the 150s. If there's other value on the board, we can play the game of chicken at the same time. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm okay with that as long as there's something there that we really like, because it has to be a value, not just ADP. It has to be a value in our actual, like, not like ranks, but just like our evaluation of each individual player. It can't just be like, well, we got 7 ADP picks with value, and then it's like, because some people do that. Like,
that. I mean, sometimes I quote it just for the audience because, they're like, what is ADP?
Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in general.
Sure. No, that's good.
You draft spikers, man. I don't think you're chasing value. Maybe you did last year, but now I feel.
I certainly did when I was getting started, and then as we drafted more together, and you kind of helped me fine tune the process and just provide knowledge and some alpha. It's changed, so that that's credit to you. But also, I mean, I think as you do more drafts, you get more reps. it goes back to your other point, about how you practice. It's not, you can practice a lot and practice shittily and not get better, or you can practice a certain way and make sure that you're intentional about getting better, and that changes the results over the long term. It still takes time. You're still gonna stumble and make mistakes, but perfect practice makes perfect, right?
Well, if you have shitty practice, it's literally gonna make you worse, not just stay the same. If you're practicing bad tendencies like Caleb Williams, you're gonna be worse than if you practice good fundamentals, or Hampton, right?
That's even more more important,
damaging.
Good point.
So we gotta always be mindful of, and that's the thing that I always try to keep us like a little bit off the rails, because like, dude, it gets easy to just be like, okay, Higgins, Noel, even Kendrick Bourne. It's like, dude, I want a few Kendrick Bourne shares. I don't want that much. It's like, I just brought him up as like just like a little. It's just like the Sims are running. The Sims run on Sidekick or whatever. They're like, they diversify once in a while, just similar tiers. They're like, yeah, like, do I want Higgins on every team? Do I want my season to rely on Higgins?
No.
Well, I would if he was maybe like with Tom Brady or Josh Allen, but like, am I putting all my eggs in CJ? I kind of am. Like, I have 22% CJ. I'm cool with that. Do I want 40% CJ? Do I want 40% Higgins? And I think that's okay. We're so bad.
I don't know what we got Roquette in here.
Oh my goodness, bro. Dude, a Monroe share? Dude,
Ocean Man.
We can get a Chase share. We can get a Bijan share. We can get a Gibbs share. We can get a Genty share. The 101, bro, we can take CD. We can take anyone we want, bro.
And what are we going to do? That's the question.
Probably take Bijan, right?
Yeah.
I like being able to take anyone and then just taking Bijan. Because they think they're going to get some value, and they're not, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
Sorry.
Well, unless you want to do something different, I'm always down, bro. If you're like, dude, let's take JT.
That was the thing I mentioned yesterday. If we're gonna do something crazy, it would be like JT at 1, and that's to like intentionally kind of flip the board. I don't know if we'll accomplish that, but
I don't think it will.
What?
So I think it was probably okay or smarter to. I would just do Bijan. I mean, I'll tell you why, and I think you'll probably understand that. Like maybe like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, or maybe like a month into the future, right before it closes, it's probably better to do that, because right now it's so chaotic with the free agency that you're just gonna get crazy shit happening. I don't think you'll like even if you take JT at 6, you're still gonna get a crazy faller in round 5 or 4. Like people are getting like what's his name? Tyson at pick like 80s. And I'm like, wow, like I would click him, bro. I would snap him up. I don't even believe in him, but I would snap him up. Like stuff like that. It's like, we can just you can just build the best team by letting other people get funky sometimes,
Right. That's fair.
Wow. Jamar Chase at 5 would be crazy to pass up to take Jonathan Taylor, who's probably a better pick, like in a vacuum. But yeah, smart. Take your Jamar at 5.
That's wild.
This is just, I can't believe we're allowed to take Bijan at 101. We should have to like pay higher than 101 somehow. We should have to like pay dollars to get the 101, because Bijan is so much better than Gibbs, like in terms of like, I don't know, like returning value. I think with the spike week though, I've never seen a guy be so slept on that he's only the 101. We should have to pay $11 for this, I think.
I'm down.
I feel like if people want to say like, oh, it's a top 4 and then a fall off, I'm like, okay, like let's just say like it's a top 1 and then there's a fall off. If you want to actually be honest, but like most likely, but I think JT could be the RB1 for sure this year. I think Genty is kind of live with Kubiak. What do you think? You think Genty's live for the running back 1 overall?
That's tough with the condition of the O-line. I know they signed Lindenbaum. Is he live for the 101? I mean, there's a chance, but it's pretty low. Probabilities are pretty low for me. But I don't hate it.
I've been hearing people say
over
like
JT though. Yeah, I'm putting it's Bijan, then JT, then maybe Genty. We're gonna play that game.
Well, I think CMC probably has a higher chance than Genty, but I'm like, yeah, he's in that combo. People are putting Kenneth in that combo
No.
I don't know, man. If Kenneth did that, I'd be like, man, like I wish I stayed in on you. I was so in the first 2 years, and then I was like, because I feel like I was into that profile, and then people were out on that profile, and then when I'm out on that profile because it's so expensive, now they're in, and I'm just like, all right, bro, like I'm still in, but like, man, Kenneth is kind of expensive.
He is.
So that's a smart pull up on Pickens. But see, people are getting unique, and then people are getting love fallers. So it's like, if we get Drake with Bijan, this is a Tua Penix ass team, bro. Just lock up the Falcons QB. I like that. What do you like here?
That would be cool. Henry would be fun.
Yeah. What do you like?
I like Henry, Nico, Olave.
Yeah. Why don't we just do the top three? Or I'm also cool with Tat, Olave. I don't know. The top three feel like that's pretty unique to get all three together.
That does feel super unique.
Plus, it's divisional. Plus, like we could, bro. Like Lamar comes back. Plus, like, not Burrow, but maybe Burrow.
We get some Judkins at 50.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Oh well, now with the three, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But as our fourth, that would be pretty. I guess it would be 49.
No, it's not difficult. It's just that we need to save a spot for maybe C-Rod at 150s because you don't want to take him in the 130s when he should be higher. But
based on how this draft is going, yeah, we'll just maybe we play a little chicken. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe
we don't need him on every.
Maybe we chicken out.
We don't need him on every team. I think you have more bullets left than me, so you're feeling less of a pinch than I am because I think I have like 7 or 8 or 6 or no, it's more than 5. I mean, I could check how many I have. I mean, okay, I'm still in some slow.
Well, it was worth it because you put some dudes in a blender last night on the Dog Pound stream. Go ahead and check that out if you guys haven't seen it.
Oh man,
Shout out to Dog Pound.
I was cooking on that. It was mostly T.Y.'s getting cooked. If you remember, T.Y.'s got cooked.
Whoa, Judkins at 29. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but that's a fair price, man. Like. That's a fair price.
I don't mind it.
Well, let's just say if he was fully healthy, he would probably be like, I don't know. I mean, maybe not ahead of Chase Brown because the offense is projected worse, but I think people are projecting properly because I've never seen. I don't know, man. I feel like people are sleeping on Monken. At least, like for the running game, it's gonna be sick. I think their whole system is gonna be sick.
Yeah, I like Monken.
When you do pull up Judkins to 29, you can do it in a smart way of like getting like the next two guys don't like make sure it's not like you're just flipping who you took when, but make sure you're getting like a combo like like if you want like 3 players from the 50s, you take at 29, 44 and 53. Now you have 3 players that most people are only going to have like 1 or 2 of. That's smarter than like just taking like now there's a value and then you take a faller. So you kind of have to like specifically target players that have been going, like Christian Watson. Like you take Christian Watson here and then you take like Waddle, and it's like okay, like no one's gonna have those 3 because no one's crazy enough to pull up 1 of them, let alone 2 of them.
I see. I like that.
I mean, the only way would be like if they fell back, like each fell back around, but we know how hard it is to get the same combo even if you try it. Like it would be very hard to get. It's hard to get Chase, Pickens, and Judkins in a normal draft if you don't reach because like you're not guaranteed to get them anyways. And then I like that, man. Your boy Raquette is going hero. Man, you picked a horrible hero, man. The wide receiver 2 on a team to be hero with. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, right.
Can't win them all.
Over St. Brown.
Let's see what this guy does after the Judkins pick.
Yeah.
Smith, let's see what he does. Oh wow, this guy stacked up. Okay, not bad. This guy stacked up JSN with Kenneth Walker. Bro, Lad should be falling more though. To be fair, if we're being honest, like this is value hounding if he falls, but like shouldn't he just be further down anyways? Like if we're being honest, like I know whatever, like OC upgrade, but man.
Lamar and Mike Evans. How are you feeling about those two?
I was actually looking at Evans. Yeah.
I would be Lamar and Mike Evans if we get.
Or we could, yeah. Or we could do Lamar and Loveland, which is actually smarter.
I'm good.
I don't think like because we're taking a Loveland slight discount versus like I'm not saying that like I don't want to do the Pickens thing where we don't take the riser. I don't think Mike Evans at age 33 with the scheme fit is necessarily gonna be that impactful like a Pickens was last year. So like if you think Mike Evans is, I just know you like Colston Loveland, so I'm kind of like throwing you.
I do love Colston Loveland. Yeah, you're not going to get an argument from me if you suggest Colston Loveland. I didn't think you were necessarily looking at him. So if you like Loveland,
bro, let me no Loveland. Why would we take Evans? Okay, you knew I was going to be down for Loveland. Do you want me to explain why, or you know why if you think about it? Because like I always talk about when we talk about doing real zero running back, but we're doing zero receiver, but we're getting we're strong at 3. We're not strong at running back. This is where people fuck up with zero running back or zero receiver or any whatever you want to call it. You don't have to label it. We're strong at Lamar, Colston, 3 running backs who are literally they're literally going to project for like 20 plus points every week. Like, well, maybe not every week, but throughout the season, it's going to be 20. Bijan might project for 23, and then Chase Brown projects for 17. We're literally going to project for like close to 60 points.
Whereas if you pick Mike Evans, you can't sit there and say with a straight face that you're strong at wide receiver and you sacrificed that elite tight end in the process.
Well, I don't want to say you sacrificed it, but it's just that now you have.
Well, you did sacrifice it in the sense of the opportunity cost. You had him on the he was the sacrifice. That's, you went Mike Evans and you sacrificed the opportunity to draft Colston Loveland.
It would depend on how you view those players. So like, because this is the problem where like if this isn't what we do, but a lot of people, which I'm not like, bro, it takes time. It's not like something you could just randomly think about, but it's just like, each individual breakdown. If you view Loveland higher than Evans, then you would why would I take a wide receiver when I could just, if you view Loveland like he could do something that Evans can't at this point in his career, I'm still an Evans guy. I don't necessarily like the scheme. I'm not like scheme fit, but I just mean like in that offense, the way that they run it, once Kittle comes back, he's going to be a major red zone target also. CMC is going to be mostly but if you want to say like, CMC's older, but like I don't like doing the whole like with early picks, especially like that. Oh, if CMC gets hurt, it's like, oh, like CMC's gonna be getting like 75-80% of like the red zone shit, right? At least like maybe they go a little bit less because they have Evans. Maybe they do like the Adams thing where they're like, okay, we have Evans, let's throw it up. But it's just a little bit fragile, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's fragile. Plus, we're chasing up like 2 rounds more expensive than he used to be because he used to be going like literally at the next turn. That's not the full reason. If I thought like DJ Moore, I think DJ Moore is just like he can take off, man. Like DJ fucking Moore. Is that not a perfect fit with a creative quarterback who he creates mismatches, he extends, plays. He has James Cook there now to take some pressure off. It's just like, man, it's just clean. Just clean.
Yeah.
And he actually went ahead of Evans, which I think should be like 28-year-old, almost 29 versus he's turning 33.
Right.
It's just, oh, bro, we could stack up Caleb, bro. We can get 59% completion rate. Let's go.
You could. What do you like here? I'm just kind of looking at it.
Sutton, Pierce. I like Pierce a lot, man. I think Pierce +1.
Yeah, I won't argue with you there.
I think this would be like, yeah. I don't see anything else like Harvey's fault.
Can't have nice
things.
Wait,
don't click it. Wait, scroll down. Leave this. Scroll down a little bit. Let's just take Addison or something, bro. Like, let's just take a player that we want later. Let's take Addison, bro. Like,
over Sutton?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, just leave Sutton in because we're taking Sutton plus. Like, I'm saying, like, which receiver do you want? Like, I don't want Jacoby. I don't want. I mean, Jacoby's probably like the best fit.
I would probably be Metcalf, but
Metcalf.
Yeah.
Is it because of divisional?
No.
No?
It's just spreading out my
All right,
bags
let's
a
do
little
DK.
bit.
Fine, let's do. All right, let's do DK. If
I
it's
need
not
to.
divisional,
It goes back to what we say. Like we draft the shit out of Addison. I don't think we sometimes just gloss over DK, and he can spike.
I don't gloss over him.
Okay.
I was not even clicking Addison as much until we got a little bit of a bailout, okay? And I like I told you, I think Addison benefits from Kyler, or Kyler fits with Addison better than JJ, because this midget, he's gonna be scrambling around, he's gonna be extending a little bit, and then he's not throwing it like over the middle. Because I don't blame him, dude. If I was short, would I throw it over the middle where everyone's like 7 inches taller than me? Like, yeah, so he's throwing it like on the sidelines deep. He has a good arm.
That's fair. Good.
I'm not saying JJ is not going deep. I'm just saying like Addison is like primarily like, man, he's just, have you seen him? He's like, I think it was against the Packers where he literally like had the ball, like contested catch, and then the corner like ripped it out of his hands, and then like literally like later, right before the half, he like, it was about to be an interception, like it was a bad throw, and he ripped it out of his hands, and I was like, okay, that's a dog. Like I like that, because you could give up on the play easily if it's an interception, but he literally ripped it out in the air, and he just and then he scored a touchdown. He didn't even fall. Like I was like, that's kind of dog, and that was like right when the half was, I think it was against the Packers, because I remember being like, what the fuck am I watching? And he was a rookie. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, man?
Hell yeah. No, Addison's sick, dude. I don't.
Yeah. And then, when we flip over the cards in week 17 and it's Steelers versus Browns, and it's Packers versus Vikings, or it's Vikings versus Bears, or it's Vikings versus whoever, Vikings versus Patriots, and then you're going to be like, man. But
we should have drafted
honestly, honestly, here's what I think. Actually, this might be a hot take, but we should have taken like DK and Addison. That would have been sick. I think, like, looking back, like taking, like, instead of Sutton, just taking, because you told me they're in the market for AJ Brown. Like, why are we taking?
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I think that would have been the way to play in hindsight. That would have been fun.
And most people don't do that unless they got Addison back at like whatever 120. But dude, that would have been sick, man.
That would have been sick. That I like that.
Is Godwin gone? Oh,
he just went.
Ah, shit.
We're getting our first QJ share, or getting a falling Ricky.
You want to take C-Rod at his fair price? It would be here. No, I'm not saying take him. I'm just saying I'm just putting a mental note. Like, this is probably his fair price. This is like Blake Corum, bro. Blake Corum or C-Rod. Blake Corum or C-Rod? Just be honest, man.
C-Rod.
Oh wait, scroll up, bro. What's available? Put in Ricky. I'm still fine with Ricky, bro. I'm not scared of fucking 90-year-old Mike Evans with a walker.
Hell yeah.
QJ. Wait, put QJ in the Q2, and then what else is there? Scroll down. Well, let's do Pitts.
I was gonna say, I'm like, why is he not saying Pitts? Why is he not saying Pitts?
Yeah, put Pitts above QJ. I would like Ricky, right, or not?
Oh yeah.
Wait, scroll down a little bit more, because we're not getting certain things back. Man. Yeah, let's just do this then. Are you cool with this? You like Ricky still or not?
Dude, are you kidding?
Do you like Ricky?
I do. I remember I told you yesterday I saw him in the 90s, and this is when I wanted to pick him, and I was hoping he'd fall back here. Now he's falling back here.
Yeah. So we should have taken we should have taken Addison.
Addison, Metcalf, and Ricky. If we take Addison, we probably don't get Ricky back. It's the whole counterfactual. So
I think we prefer Addison and Metcalf on this team, because that's like more of a. I think like Sutton's profile is still fine as a spiker. Like, I think he's underrated as a spiker, but I think like if all three hit the nuts, then it would be like Metcalf and Addison, just a higher, spike. So that's kind of like, as our first, Sutton makes sense. So, if we took Evans, though, we're not taking Sutton. We're taking our boy, Kyler's boy.
I like it. All right, recap the team real quick for the audience. Let me do this.
Can you recap that Stafford and Shuck went above Goff and Jordan Love? How about you recap that for the audio listeners? We are in the end times, folks. This is it. Not a drill. This is not a drill. Okay, go ahead, but this is not a drill.
Yeah, this is not a drill. All right, quarterback. 1-3-3-2 build. We have Lamar Jackson stacked up with Derrick Henry. Running backs Bijan, Derrick Henry, and Chase Brown. And then wide receivers Sutton, Metcalf, Pearsall. Tight ends Loveland and Pitts.
Let me put it a different way. Anytime that you can get a tight end on a team that literally has such a big upgrade at coaching staff, such a big upgrade, and anytime you can have a tight end that has shown the ability to consolidate if given the chance to be the one, how many tight end, like, okay, Kadon kind of did that for like literally budget of that, like 15-point spikes, 20. Dude, Drake London has been like hurt the last 2 years, like over and over and over again. The other, like, can you imagine Pitts out there? And then it's like, who is it? Zacchaeus and who's the other guy? Zacchaeus, and they lost Mooney.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh, you're talking about the little. What's his name? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I mean, can you type in Falcons in the search bar? We'll probably just, if you type in Falcons, we'll see who it is. I forgot what his name is, bro. Zacchaeus. Who the fuck else did they sign?
Oh, he must be a free agent.
All right, bro, I'm gonna find it. It's just crazy, bro. Like, we're getting Pitts. I get Dylan Drummond. Oh, Jahan Dotson. Yeah, okay. Bro, Jahan Dotson is gonna be running wind sprints to create openings for Pitts. No, but like, can you imagine Zacchaeus and Zacchaeus, Pitt? I mean, even if Drake is there, Zacchaeus, Pitts, Drake, and Jahan Dotson? It's gonna be like Drake and Pitts are gonna be like, thank you guys. Like, they're gonna buy them Rolexes and fucking fancy cars for the bonuses they're gonna get after this year. They're literally gonna be.
It's not gonna be an O-line thing anymore. It's gonna be a wide receiver gift to the other wide receivers.
Bro, if you're like they're literally what people think Alec Pierce is, like, just like a wind sprinter, bro. Like, they literally create space and just, man, I'm so in, bro. I'm so in on Pitts. At 97. I guess you're smart. They're smart by not chasing last year's production, because like most people would just, if they got burnt, they would probably go back in. But it's just funny that we got sniped on
Unworthy. I saw that.
Yeah, I like the golden click.
Yep. I'm gonna go with one of the.
I think Jennings. Like, I'm kind of like in on Jennings. He's gonna sign, man. Unless you like.
I'm fine if you want to get a share of him. What do you want to do with the other one though?
I think Higgins, or because this is the thing of like last time we didn't really need Higgins. Like, this time we might need him. I'm open to Higgins. I'm open to Mason. Whatever you want. I mean, Higgins probably better for this team, but
that's cool.
I'm not out.
Any word on where Jawan might sign? I haven't heard any rumors on him.
The thing is, I haven't heard any rumors, and that's a good thing. I don't like, because there was no rumors on Christian Kirk, and he got a good spot. So I'm not really like, a lot of the rumors they're just like the team called to ask. But it's like, dude, GMs are talking about every single player on the roster every day. Like, you know what I mean? Outside of like, okay, they're not talking about Bijan, and probably like Bijan untouchable. You know, like, who's untouchable on the Packers? I don't know. Probably everyone on the Packers is on the chopping block. Broncos, they're probably shopping Bo Nix right now if someone calls. Bro, everyone has a price. Just everyone has a price, man.
Someone's saying the Chiefs. I don't see that.
Yeah. Well, Chiefs would be sick, man. He would put.
Honestly, Atlanta. Now that we're talking about it, like Atlanta, maybe all the lack of competition down there, that could actually make some sense.
I like that. Maybe on the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos would make sense.
In the Mims role, okay, not the Mims role, but dude, Mims is such a good pick, isn't he?
At the end there, yeah, I like it. All right, 11 picks away. We're gonna be picking here at. What is it? 144 and 145. And what do you like? Is this where we just take C-Rod?
I like CJ Stroud as a second.
Yeah, I like that.
I think this is where we take second quarterback, and I'm cool with C-Rod, but I'm also cool. We don't really need Andrews on this team, so fuck Andrews.
What about a falling boss?
Yeah, unless you want Andrews, but
No, I don't want
CJ would be sick. I mean, honestly, any of those quarterbacks, like, but not like any, but I think Bryce, CJ. I like the divisional correlation with Bryce. It's not that he correlates necessarily, but it's just like if the game is shooting out, then he's going to be in recovery mode, and maybe he's just, I don't know. It's not like it would be a tiebreaker because I really don't like Cam Ward either or Mendoza. It's like I don't even. That would be like the only tiebreaker in that case, right? Like,
yeah,
divisional correlation on players that are just the same shit. We could also take Daniel Jones, who's just probably better than them, actually. Maybe we should. If CJ Stroud isn't there, maybe we just take Daniel Jones because we don't really need like we're okay if Daniel Jones is hurt a little bit because we have Lamar and it's like, obviously like CJ would be sick, but and on a team like this, like I don't mind. Yeah, okay, let's just do. You want to take on a team like this? We could take a Charbonnet share instead of C-Rod, just because like remember what I said. Like this is a team that we don't need him at all. We have 3.
Right.
And
then if C-Rod falls back, we take him with the next pick.
Yeah, but we just also don't need C-Rod on every team. But okay, so if we don't take C-Rod, let's take a player that can walk into 30-point spikes when he comes back. If he's gonna come back before week 17. If he comes back by week 15 on this team, that's fine. So I think it's just something to also think
right.
about.
And this goes to my point about we'll just see what we'll see how the room treats him. If he was there though in the next pick, I wouldn't be opposed to taking him. I'll say that.
Yeah, so at first, the reason I was not taking Charbonnet in this range is because I've been seeing him fall to the 160. At first, he even fell to like the 170s, maybe even 180s some drafts, but he's been kind of like staying in the 150 range.
Yeah.
There goes C-Rod. But yeah, I don't know. He's been staying in the 150 range, and I'm like, dude, like every player that they sign, like Emmanuel Wilson is great. He's great. As a Packers fan, I thought he was underrated. Like he's actually like, size speed combo with the, quick first step, and he's decisive. Okay, like I'm not saying like he's like underrated, like he's like JT. I'm just saying like, he's very dependable. He'll get what's blocked plus some, like plus, not just. But it's just like, man, like Charbonnet's just gonna walk back into like 30-point ceiling.
Right.
Now, if the offense is worse, then it won't be a 30-point ceiling. But
I don't necessarily see a reason why the offense, is going to be worse, other than the fact that their running game is going to struggle before he comes back, probably, unless they sign like a B-Rob or somebody like that, and he kind of keeps them afloat. But outside of that, they didn't lose really many pieces on the offense. The O-line is good. They're getting Sam back, so I think it'll be pretty similar. Obviously, like you always talk about, like teams are going to regress, teams are going to, do better. So, what are the probabilities that they're going to be a worse team or a better team? I don't know. I don't have enough like information to really say with certainty, other than to say that not a lot has changed on the offense outside of Walker's departure, and everything else is pretty solid. So
if the defense regressed a little bit, then maybe they would have to score more points, so then there would be more on the table. Because Charbonnet is a 3-down skill set player. Like if you needed to, like I'm not saying like most teams don't want to do that because it's not really like good to risk injury, but like if the Seahawks needed 40 touches out of a player, dude, this is a big game and we have no one else like who could he can handle 40 touches like in a game. I'm not saying like that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying like who could handle some crazy outlier performance. And that's the whole thing of like why we were clicking picks last year, because it's like, dude, Kincaid is fucking ass. He's not even a full-time player who could oh shit, there's an echo again.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why. I literally just standing here. 1 sec.
Oh, this
sitting
is Omar Cooper ass team. I like Troy Franklin. Oh yeah, let's get dude. I like this price. This is a little bit better price now that Judy's gone. Troy Franklin, bro, ping pong with Sutton, kind of cool. Unless you think AJ Brown's really coming. AD, I'm cool mixing in AD. You're muted now, by the way, but yeah,
I'm cool mixing in AD if you wanna.
All right, let's mix in AD then.
It's a funky wide receiver room to begin with.
Let's mix in AD. You know why? Because this is how like you always look at it. Like, what's the likeliest outcome of reaching a top? Like, well, I guess a top outcome, a top performance would be like, okay, like what has to happen for Troy Franklin to like luck into like being the wide receiver 1 or even wide receiver 2? And it's like shit, a lot has to happen probably. He could still spike, but it's like AD Mitchell. It's like you can make a case that he could be easily locked into the wide receiver 2 on an offense that's going to be way more efficient. And Garrett Wilson is, you know, he just came back from injury. Like, we love Garrett Wilson, but why don't we hedge our bags? Like, what if Garrett Wilson, like, bro, like, it's not like everyone comes back from injury. Like we're talking about Charbonnet. It's like not everyone comes back. Some people come back like Aaron Rodgers, where they look roughly the same after the Achilles, and some people look like Kirk Cousins, where they can't even move, bro. Like, I know it's different injuries, like for ACL, but I'm just saying, like, Kirk Cousins literally couldn't play under center.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, older, and he looked, you know, obviously he was it was mental, but Kirk Cousins wasn't mental. He couldn't move. Aaron Rodgers trying to get the confidence back, and then he starts scrambling. But it's just like, you know, I think like to assume that Garrett Wilson is just gonna automatically, just because everyone recovers, you know, dude. I mean, shit, man. This is like a little hedge against Garrett Wilson. What if he's the wide receiver 1 on a Jets?
Yeah, like I've been saying for a few days now that I want to start clicking Mitchell, and so here we are. Got to get some Mitchell in the portfolio.
Well, to play the other side, he could easily be like the wide receiver 4 cut. So, well, maybe not easily, but it could.
I don't know about cut, but you know,
practice squad.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Dude, this is a Geno-ass team now, and I like that. I like Geno. You know why I like Geno? This is the only reason I like Geno, even though we have Lamar and Stroud, is because, first of all, Geno wasn't drafted in every draft, and he's not going to be on every team.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, cool. Like, if he was drafted every team, it's like, okay, look at our quarterback. Do we need him? I think that's enough, but like, I don't mind having like an extra. You know, in the playoff pods, having a little extra kind of swing at it.
Yeah,
what else do you like in this?
Is this a team where you would go B-Rob with Charbonnet, or is that like you think?
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's no guarantees he's going to Seattle, and even if he does, he provides like a chaperone, and then if he doesn't, and he's backing up CMC, well, then he's a high-value handcuff to a 29-year-old running back. So, you know, he's got multiple outs, I guess, and it doesn't affect the Charbonnet pick, I guess.
Well, even if B-Rob was in Seattle, then what? It's like a Kenneth Walker, like sharp split, and then but you're getting them both super cheap. Well, we're not getting them super cheap. We can get
Tank.
I guess Tank. Yeah, we can grab Tank. Trying to see what else we want. I mean, Geno. Yeah, like Penix over Geno, I can't do even if I have a stack. Like, we literally like have a stack with, we could grab Tua, right? But like, bro, like, how about we just get the locked-in starter, bro? And it's like, okay. And that's fine. We don't need a locked-in starter. We didn't want him anyways. What else is there? We need a third tight end.
I mean, we have Bolston and Pitts, so I mean, it's more luxury, I think.
Yeah. Do we want one more running back?
I'd be good with after Bigsby. I don't know if that's necessary.
How about Vidal or who do you like besides that? Or Surratt? How about we get it like we never click him. We always want to, right?
Yeah, let's do
talking about him.
Yeah, let's do Surratt. That's cool.
This team actually needs some rookies, man. A little bit.
This is an Indiana. This is an Indiana University ass team.
Dude, this is sick. Actually,
starting Indiana wide receivers.
Dude, we recovered. I think we did. Wait, let's.
Yeah, I like that. I like that pick on Surratt. I think that was sharp.
Well, it was literally the Sims running, and they're like, bro, we always say like, oh, if he came back to 220, we would click him. Like, okay, bro, like he's not coming back to 220 because we took him at 193. Bro, but the CLB, you get 30 picks of value, bro.
Can't wait. When is the draft, by the way? It's coming up, right? In
I think it's April? Like the 23rd. I think it's like the 23rd or something.
Yeah.
Dude, we got so much value, bro.
Let's see. NFL draft 2026.
Dude, I'll tell you something, man. I have teams that probably have like 500 points or 500 spots of CLB at this point. And I look at them and I'm like, man, like I wish I took a different player that didn't rise. I wish I took this player instead of this player. It's not just because they rose, they're good. I'm looking at some of them like, man, I wish I could trade for. I wish I could trade like this pick for like Gesicki, or this pick for like Pat Fry. Not because whatever, they haven't even rose.
Yeah, I was doing that a little bit yesterday. After we did some of those drafts, I was like, reviewing some of the teams that I had drafted before. We had done some drafts together, and I'm like, man, if only I could swap out this player for C-Rod, or only if there was one we did actually. I don't even know if we should talk about it on air. It's a little embarrassing.
Why?
I'm just kidding. We passed. C-Rod was available in the 20th round. We took we took the running back in the 19th, and then we took Jalen Noel in the 20th, and C-Rod was taken in between us. We were actually in the 11th hole.
When was that? That was recent.
It was I don't know. We'd have to go pull it up, but.
All right. Well, why don't we open receiver? And I do like adding like Tez to like you can do Bateman too. I like getting like a little stack that no one has. Is the Tez stack, which he's like, is he risky? Yeah. So like, if you want to go safer, it would be Bateman, and then I'm cool like getting like a Gesicki, man. Like getting a Gesicki.
Yeah, I'd be good with that.
I think we do Gesicki, man. Where's Gesicki?
You're not gonna hear me argue about that.
Yeah, then I don't know. You want Bateman, you want Mims. I think Mims actually makes sense too. Grabbing a Mims share. You like Mims?
I do. Let's tighten up that bet on Denver passing team. Oh wait, shoot, what am I doing?
Yeah.
We'll just look at it real quick, make sure we're. Okay, we still have one more pick after this too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we'll take another receiver just to get a little. Well, let's see our running back room, actually. I mean, you could do another running back, but honestly, like, it's like, because this is like, I'm not looking at we have 3 running backs during the season. I'm looking at during the playoff weeks, like, Sharp has to be back, right? Like, if Sharp isn't back, then this team, that was a wasted pick anyways. But, like, Sharp should be back for the playoffs, so that's another running back back. I don't care about his points during the season. I would rather limp into the playoffs barely making it on this team. But how could you barely make it on a fucking Bijan and Henry team? And like these, if they get hurt, they get hurt. But like, I don't see how this team doesn't make the playoffs with elite quarterback, 2 elite tight ends, 3 good tight ends, 3 good running backs, and like, I don't know, man. That looks like.
Yeah, I think it's.
No, it's a 10th receiver, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a 10 receiver.
Fuck, we need an 11th receiver, bro.
Oh. We need a spike like crazy here. Tyquan Thornton, anybody? Tez.
Okay, I'm not taking Tez over Bateman, like on a Lamar team. Okay, let's just make it simple. Let's just take Bateman.
Assuming he's there.
We didn't even stack him. Well, Bourne went. So Mooney's gone probably. Jahan Dotson, bro. We're so back.
I'll put him in the queue.
I actually don't mind if like a couple shares. I'm not saying go crazy, but Zacchaeus, bro, we consolidate our bet.
Heck yeah, bro.
Drake London is hurt, bro. Drake London's hurt, and it's the Pitts, Bijan, and Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is like good enough, bro. If you want to say like he's like a way less version of like Kendrick Bourne. He's just a solid. Look at his stats, bro. He's solid, man. Open up the Zacchaeus stats, man. You're not gonna be. He's right there on the bottom of our queue. Anyways, he's bro. Like, look, that's like that's like less consistent Kendrick Bourne.
We just need one spike game. That's all we're really buying here.
Yeah, and over Jahan Dotson.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't take Bateman. Maybe we should take one of the 2 lower guys. Because the thing is, like, I'm not even confident in Bateman. Like, it's not like I'm breaking a tier to go for uniqueness. It's just like I don't even feel good about Bateman. I feel like the amount of Lamar teams with Bateman is going to be higher than Lamar teams with not Bateman. Well, I mean, like at this pick, it would probably be like, okay, like the Sharp teams are going to have Bateman or Tez. I have a team with both Tez and Bateman, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. Unless you feel good about Bateman, like you want Bateman, I'm cool with Bateman. But it's like I don't really feel like me personally. I don't feel good.
My vote's Alec, but you pick whoever you just make the pick. But I'm telling you who my vote is. My vote is Alec.
Open a stat, so let me see some propaganda. Oh, like this is literally like a souped up. Oh, not souped up, but this is a Jaden Higgins light. Okay, I'm in. You sold me.
Okay.
You sold
me.
See
if he makes it. I don't know if he'll make it.
And people think that Wandale is gonna snatch his chain, bro. He snatched Ridley's chain and he made him go into early IR stint.
Alec is the last pick. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What if he's like Chris Godwin light or something, dude?
Yeah. Oh, Chris Godwin light. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's in the range of outcomes.
This is the craziest team I've ever built, man. It's like, bro, there's so much game theory, bro. We didn't take Saquon, we took Henry. So then we took Tank Bigsby, because if we took Saquon, we would have taken Justice Hill or Rasheen Ali as leverage, bro. There's so much game theory, bro. You're muted, by the way, but yeah, there's a lot of game theory. There's so much, all the game.
I'm listening and laughing over here. I had to get recovering from my cold. No, I love this team, man. It's totally different and unique. We'll have to see where Jawan lands. That'll be an interesting, we'll see just how that affects his value and the texture in the room. But
could Omar Cooper not just end up on the Ravens though? Like if like the 3 receivers go earlier than expected, because people were like saying like if Lemon fell to the Ravens, I'm like, well, that's just, I feel like you guys are just like trying to bring like another Zay onto the Ravens, but like in it, if like all the first 3 go early and then like Ravens want a receiver, you could see like, it could be a stack, bro.
We could have a little week 17, Houston, Tennessee. And I didn't do it for that reason. I just did it because Alec is the best player on the board. But when it hurt. All right, let's review it. Lamar Jackson stacked up with Derrick Henry. CJ Stroud stacked up with Higgins. 5 in the running back room. 3 early. Bijan, Derrick Henry, Chase Brown, Zach Charbonnet, and Tank Bigsby. And then wide receivers, Cortland Sutton. We went 10. Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings, Jaden Higgins, Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana, Adonai Mitchell, Eliza Surratt from Indiana, Marvin Mims, and Alec Manor. And then 3 studs at tight end, Golston Loveland, Kyle Pitts, and Mike Gesicki. It's pretty sweet, man. Different. We don't usually end up with a 2, 5, 10, 3. Yeah. But that's what this draft called for, and that's what we did.
I think in general, like if we took C-Rod over Sharp, maybe like just like, first of all, C-Rod's going to score more points in the regular season probably, right? Like even if Tune's good, he's still going to have a role. They're all 3, whatever. Like every season, Liam has had just like 2 like every year has had 2 viable. I think if Tune was actually better, him and Etienne would have been both better. You know what I mean? Like I think like there's just enough there. So I think like C-Rod during the regular season for sure. But it's like, dude, like we literally got a guy that I don't know what C-Rod's ceiling is, but I know what this guy's ceiling is. Right. Charbonnet can handle all of the touches, 3 down skill set, and he's coming back when we need him. That's the thing that I don't want to be out on players at cheap cost. Like I don't want to take Neighbors if he's literally still like recovering. Like he's you know what I mean? But like
yeah, no, it makes sense. And I think it gave us a little, it's an anecdote, but he went at 150, so he's moving up clearly. That's his new range, and we were pushing him up. I think what was it, 130, 120? So 120 to 150, like that. We know, can't say that with certainty, but if you think you're going to get him in the 160s or 170s, those days are clearly over.
I think it's not even about that. It's just like there's certain players that I wouldn't take him above in general right now, and it's just like, look, if Rashad White is still there, I'll take a bet on him over C-Rod, even though the money's better for C-Rod. But I'm just saying, like, if it's like Mike Washington, who I have like 34% of at pick 222 plus, like I mean, I don't even know what my average is because I literally got him at pick 238, 240 so many times. Like at the end of the draft, I'm like, okay. So it's like I'm not chasing that up. I'm not chasing these, you know, like Benson's gone. Like I don't even know who I would click if I don't pull him up. And that's kind of like, it'd be like Rashad White. Like I think I prefer Sharp. Like just like if I had to pick one to have on, like for one team, if I have one team that saves my life or against whatever, like against the aliens or whatever people say, like one draft, I think I would rather have Charbonnet in this format when it's like, you know, week 17, who is spiking harder if both are healthy? And you could push back and say that they're not healthy, but the thing is, they better add someone then because if Emmanuel Wilson and George Kalani are the running backs while Sharp is recovering, what's going to happen when Sharp comes back? Just people can be honest. If people are okay taking Tyreek Hill in the 150s to 170s, and they're okay taking shots on a blind Ayuk last year or this year and a Godwin, how could you not bet on a guy that was like every time, like it was just Kenneth or just Charbonnet? Like Charbonnet spiked even harder than Kenneth, and I think it's just because he's just a little bit more consistent, and the team actually like the blocking and stuff wasn't like the best. It's not like they had the best O-line and the best blocking. It was actually Kenneth and Charbonnet creating their own, like they were doing more than expected. So I think like, okay, maybe off the injury he can't do as much, but I don't know, man. It just, I just can't see how it's a bad pick. And that's just,
I can't see it. The only way I can see it being a bad pick is if it depends on how you build the team, right? Like if you do what we did where you go, you know, heavy running back early and he's your fourth and you don't need him early in the season and you think that through strategically when you do the build like you and I did here, then I think it's a really great pick. If you're not doing that and you're going like 0 RB or something and then you pick Charbonnet as like your RB2, well then it's a bad pick, right, in the context of that build. So that would be like the only thing I would maybe add to it. But in general, as a guy who's going to spike in the playoffs when it matters the most, 15, 16, and 17, having him as your 4, yeah, I think that's a great pick.
Wait, so who's the RB1 and the RB2 and the RB3 and 4 and that's your RB team? Let me hear it, because I could change my mind. I think there's many ways to look at it. So go ahead. Who's the RB1?
I'm going to say you take
C-Rod, pull him up.
C-Rod maybe, or Jordan Mason. Maybe J.K. Dobbins is your first. I don't know. He's moving up, so I don't. Yeah, let J.K. Dobbins and Jordan Mason, and then you get Sharp as your third. Is that team gonna? I mean, maybe they can sneak in.
But I told you after I saw one quarterback Jackson Dart team, I'm not okay because scroll up to our quarterbacks or whatever. I mean, we're almost scrolled. Like I can paint you a realistic scenario where if you had like less running backs, like you only had Bijan, let's say you had Bijan, Dobbins, Sharp, or even Bijan, Kenny Gainwell, Sharp. Like, okay, Lamar has his 400-point season, and then scroll down to our receivers. Actually, scroll down to our tight ends. Loveland has the season that you believe he will have. Like he separates from the range, kind of like a Pickens or a JSN did from the range. Like they just like he literally scored 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. And now like it didn't matter that some weeks I've had teams that I only have one running back score hit for that week, and that team still makes the playoffs because there's other weeks where my quarterback gets 40 and everyone in the pod they're getting 17. Like on average, maybe they're getting like 23.
And you're smashing 17. At wide receiver because you win 0 RB, so you know. It could work. I still prefer this structure, but I understand your point. I like that.
You gotta never say never. So like,
never say never.
Do you want more than 5% of your builds to be like that? Like I'm saying with Sharp specifically, who's hurt, probably not. But like, 5%. Like if you had like 100 bullets and you did 5, it doesn't have to be Sharp, but it could be like insert your favorite injured player that you think has a high ceiling. I think that's the important part. It's not about like me telling you like, oh, this is the player that's going to do the thing. It's more about this is the thought process to find the player that can do the thing. How did we find so much picks last year? Bro, like, it was just like, who's the next player off? It was like, it was like Isaiah Likely is near, like, right after him, like 15 picks later, right?
Yeah,
It was like,
Ferguson.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Ferguson, and then it was like Kincaid, Goddard, and Pitts, and we're just like, holy shit, like, this is the same thing of the Charbonnet. Who's a player in this range that can do the thing if given the chance to? And if you take handcuffs, like, he's a handcuff price. But he's literally going to walk into a starting job. Like, do we really think the Seahawks are going to bring in someone that's better than him? They brought in Wilson, so they're having like a little stopgap. He's a decent prospect enough where people wanted him to have his own team. And does that matter what other people want? I don't think so, but I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, Sharp is probably the best pick on the board, actually, that I think about it.
Yeah, that's sharp. I like that.
We're so back.
We're so back, man. Well, I'm going to go do a few things with the family, get an afternoon walk in, and then I'll hit you up later. We'll see what the schedule looks like tonight and the rest of the week.
You gotta say goodbye to the viewers.
Yeah, let me do that. I just want to give a quick shout out again to our sponsor. In this episode, this is the No Structure Podcast presented by Fantasy Fitness. We did 2 big board drafts. We're streaming all summer, trying to grow the channel. You can follow us on YouTube. The channel is at Fantasy Fitness IO, or you can find us on X at Fantasy Fit IO. Best ball content, player takes, answer any questions you guys have about your teams. That's what we're here for. Appreciate you all tuning in. We'll be back online before you know it, and we'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.